A World Cup game in person. Our Blood Institute is entering all blood donors into a drawing for a chance to win tickets to a match through Thursday. Successful donors at any OBI donor center or mobile blood drive will be entered to win 2 tickets to the June 22nd World Cup match between Austria and Argentina at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Plus, all successful donors will receive a free ticket to a participating theme park, including Frontier City, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor, or Magic Springs.
10 Oklahoma drivers will soon be getting a major break at the gas pump. Tinker Federal Credit Union is running their 2026 Win Gas for a Year sweepstakes until July 31st. Current members in good standing will be automatically entered. Non-members and prospective members can also enter, and anyone who becomes a member during the sweepstakes period will automatically be entered to win. TFCU says 10 winners will be randomly selected from all eligible entries and notified by phone on or after August 10th. The Oklahoma National Guard Museum is marking a new chapter in Oklahoma City with a grand opening at a new location. Friday, the new National Guard Museum opened the doors to its new location on Northeast Grand Boulevard in Oklahoma City. The old museum was located on 36th Street. Guests are able to explore the history, missions, and legacy of the men and women who served in the Oklahoma National Guard, highlighting the Oklahoma Standard.
The Oklahoma Standard was actually begun by the Oklahoma National Guard years ago, and we carry that on today. They're here to protect the nation and foremost the state. Whenever Oklahoma has any natural disaster or man-made disaster, they are here to protect the citizens of Oklahoma, and we're very proud to preserve their history and the memory of those men and women who've come before us.
Officials say they hope to add the previous building to the National Register of Historic Places.
Well, Fox is betting big on streaming, coming up the $22 billion deal that could reshape how millions of people watch TV.
Plus, Tyra Banks is fighting back against Netflix. Coming up, what's behind the legal battle?
In your consumer news, Americans may be feeling a little better about the economy. The University of Michigan's latest survey shows consumer sentiment rose 9% this month, the first increase since February. The rebound from historic lows is largely due to recent relief at the gas pump after the war in Iran sent global energy prices surging. But experts say that sentiment will likely remain depressed unless gas prices continue to drop significantly.
Artificial intelligence company Anthropic has disabled access to its most capable systems after the U.S. government banned foreign nationals from using it. In a statement, Anthropic says the government cited national security issues when it gave the directive to its Mythos 5 and Fable 5 models. The company says the government didn't provide specific details. However, Anthropic says it believes it may be due to an issue of getting around Fable 5's internal safety guardrails. The Commerce Department, which issued that directive, did not respond to a request for comment.
Fox announced it is buying streaming company Roku in a cash-in-stock deal valued at about $22 billion, including debt. The deal gives Fox access to more than 100 million global households, the Roku channel, and first-party data. Roku founder and CEO Anthony Wood says the merger will help the company scale faster and improve innovation. Fox says the combined company would become the third largest player in U.S. television by share of viewing. Wood will join the Fox board after closing. The shareholder and regulatory approval still required before the deal is expected to close next year.
Good morning. Starting off for Monday here, looking pretty dry once again, not looking at rainfall. Temperature-wise, though, we're already back in those mid to upper 70s, so we're looking pretty good, feeling pretty comfortable as well. The last, let's say 30 days, right? The last month, check out how much rain we saw, especially central and eastern portions of the state. Oklahoma City, a little bit over 5 inches, Medford over 9. Not a lot in the far western parts of the state. Now take a look at the far eastern parts of Oklahoma, even over a foot of rainfall in many, many locations. So we are still experiencing some flooding conditions in the far eastern parts of the state, just east of Tulsa. Looking at a little bit more of a potential for some showers and storms, especially on Thursday timeframe. Tuesday into Wednesday, it's more so going to be in the late evening, early overnight. Thursday, most of the day, on and off showers and storms. Friday into Saturday looks good. And then again, by Sunday, looking at a lot more rainfall back in our region. North of Tulsa, north of Stillwater, looking at this marginal risk level 1 out of 5 when it comes to some severe weather. That is exactly what we're going to see here. Of course, there's still going to be some fine tunes with additional newer, and latest model runs coming through. But then Tuesday, not looking at severe weather as of right now, but it does look like a few passing showers and storms are possible. Late evening hours by Wednesday, you could see that far northern portions of the state, and that will continue a little bit more to the south. But as it continues to the south, it will be weakening pretty significantly. We'll continue to see how this looks. But by Thursday, more of kind of a consistent rainfall will be back as well. Oklahoma City, closer to 2 inches of rain. This is within the next 7 days, not just within the next couple of days. So 2 inches of rainfall, still very healthy. Not as much rainfall in the west. Now take a look at the eastern portions of the state. Tulsa, and then going up into Miami. Now we're getting into 3+ inches in many locations. Droughts are starting to improve, seeing still not over 97% of the entire state in a drought. Oklahoma City seeing an extreme drought, and you can see even exceptional droughts. You see that darker red? The darker red color is indicating some exceptional droughts in many locations. But, going a bit more further out, 8 to 14 days out, still looks like we'll be above average when it comes to precipitation, but then also above average when it comes to temperatures for the state. June 23rd right through June 29th, so that's pretty much putting us towards the last couple of days into June, and then, of course, July is just knocking on our door. Very hot by Wednesday. It's going to be our hottest day. A little bit cooler by Thursday as a cold front passes on through. By Friday into Saturday, it looks like we'll be dry, but then the weekend, we're going to be hot, so back in the low to mid 90s.
This week is the grand opening of the 2026 Dream Home. Buy a ticket for $100 and help us raise the full $1.1 million for St. Jude to help kids with cancer. When you buy a ticket, you'll be entered into a drawing to win the 2026 Dream Home giveaway. It's a beautiful home in Edmond, just off of Danforth and I-35.
If you buy your ticket right now, you'll be entered to win the 2026 Infiniti QX60, also a sauna from Aqua Haven, and of course the Dream Home. Just go to one of the open houses, and you can also get a $5,000 Mathis Home gift certificate by registering for free. Scan that QR code or go to okcfox.com.
A high-profile lawsuit involving Tyra Banks and Netflix. Coming up next, the claim she says turned hours of interviews into a false narrative. Why spend a fortune on hair removal when you don't have to? Elise Ivy is here to share a money-saving offer on a great addition to your beauty routine. Here's today's America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
I love the change of a season. There's this beautiful renewal that happens, and spring is knocking on our door right now. But it's not just time for spring cleaning. It's not just time for changing over the wardrobe. Spring is an amazing time to revamp your beauty routine. Out with the heavy skincare, in with the new foundation. And if you've ever wanted to do laser hair removal, spring is the perfect time because you will be hair-free by summer. I am obsessed with this device. It's the Frida, and it's actually a 2-in-1 beauty device. First and foremost, it's an IPL hair removal device. It is FDA cleared to remove hair from your lip down. Now, I can do this without any pain, without any wincing at all. You're seeing it right now in the single flash mode. It also has a continuous mode as well, if you prefer that. And then secondarily, it serves as your red light therapy device. Red light therapy is all the rage in the beauty industry right now. Red, blue, and violet light helps to stimulate collagen and promote glowing skin, and it's all available in the Frida. Honestly, I don't know why anyone would ever wax again. It's expensive, it's painful. With the Frida, just 2 to 3 times a week, you'll have permanent results in 8 to 12 weeks. Right now, we're offering 50% off the Frida Hummingbird. The deal is $99.99, which is quite literally the cost of one laser session at a medical spa. Head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
Model Tyra Banks is suing Netflix and the directors of a docuseries for defamation. According to the federal lawsuit, the host and creator of America's Next Top Model says that she was interviewed for more than 3 hours, but the interviews were edited down to 16 minutes. Banks claims the interviews were used to construct a false narrative unrelated to what she actually said. The model is seeking damages and an injunction to ban her image being used in connection with the docuseries soundtrack released as an album.
The Directors Guild of America's National Board is throwing its support behind a tentative contract with the major studios. The union reached the proposed deal with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers earlier this week. The 4-year contract includes a provision that limits actors and others who work on a TV series from directing episodes. It also provides guardrails when it comes to the use of artificial intelligence and boosts the studio's contribution to the Guild's health plan. The Guild's members must now vote on the proposed deal.
Iconic Today Show movie critic Gene Shalit has died. Now, he was 100 years old. He was known for his wit, puns, and oversized mustache. He worked for the Today Show for 40 years until his retirement in 2010. He began his career in print journalism. Some of the publications he wrote for include the New York Times and Ladies' Home Journal. Folks, that's it for us here on a Monday. We got the World Cup still going on right now. Enjoy it. We'll see you back tomorrow.